So, hello fellow banknote collectors, and I can't actually believe I haven't not done a real proper video on these banknotes because they're actually one of my favorite series. So I'm talking about the banknotes issued in Laos between 1962 and 75. So that is they've been out of circulation for 46 years. I'll put in circulation 59 years ago. So yeah, these ones you can actually still get in pretty much uncirculated grade for a reasonable price. So the first banknote I have is actually quite small. It is the 1 kip. So the currency of Laos at the time was 1 kip equals 100 cents. Currently it's 1 kip equals 100 at. So I do have their actual coins that they issued in 1952, so I have made a video on these ones. So cents, I believe in Lao, so the top part is Lao. It's called at. So Royaume du Laos. So the text is in French and Lao. And they all have a hole in it. So there's the 10. Here's the 20 cents. 50 cents should I say. Here's 10 cent. There's a woman on it. So these banknotes are actually not too hard to get. Like this 1 kip you can get for like $1 or $2 still. And as you can see, it's pretty simple. In 1968, I think the exchange rate was 100 kip equals $1 US. So that's probably equivalent to now, probably like 1,000 kip equals $1 US. That's with inflation. So these, oh no, probably like 10 kip equals $1 in current value. So this one will probably equivalent to about 10 cents currently. Probably a little bit lower, but that's basically exchange rate. So on the reverse, we have the coat of arms. Then we have the actual kip, so currency, and we have information. And Bank National du Laos. And this one is actually a run of 5 from 0 to 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 actually. God. Just remember when you take into account 0, it increases by 1. And this one's actually don't have any watermark or security threads. So they're actually quite a nice banknote to get. Then we have the 5 kip. So this one has Sister Vang Vong. And as you can see, the watermark is actually the coat of arms of Laos at the time. So the 3 elephants with looks like a umbrella on the top. And this one is pretty much similar design as the Indo-Chinese 5 piastres. And on the back we have Pha Tat Luang Pagoda. So that's there. That's in Vientiane. And elephant transport that they actually use for older, like moving logs and stuff like that. So that one is a good banknote, issued in 1962, circulated between $5 and $10 you can get it for. Then we have the 10 kip. So this one actually has a woman on it. I've not been able to find any information on who she is. I reckon that she's part of the royal family, and the watermark is an elephant. And this one is Z prefix, so Z8. So if you get Z9, then that will be the actual last prefix. So I don't think that's actually worth much more because our banknotes are actually a smaller market than like Australia and United States. And as you can see on the back, it's just plain. That's it. Just patterns on it. But quite a nice banknote. I do like it. And that one's probably about $5 to $10. And the next one we have is the 10 kip. So this one was printed in 1974, not issued for circulation. And this banknote has King Savang Vathana. And I believe he was actually starved to death by the Pat Lao, who actually took over Cambodia, not Cambodia, Vietnam not Vietnam, God, getting the countries confused. Chiang Gan-senol. He took over Laos in 1975 and actually put a lot of the royal family in prison. I believe the actual leader of Pat Lao at the time was also part of the royal family. Probably disgruntled because he didn't become king. Anyway, so these ones you could have actually gotten in the past for like $5 to $10, but I think they've gone up to like $20 to $30. So if you actually got those, at that time, it's there you go. See the watermark. Watermark is there. Yeah, you got those at the time. You might got quite a nice profit now. So here we have a security thread, and on the back, this is why it actually looks good. Looks beautiful, nice colors. Ox taking the cart, and that probably transports tools, or probably too small to transport that much crops. So that's actually quite a nice thing to actually see. Then we have the other banknotes. So one of my favorites is the actual 20 kip of the 1963 version. So this one is King Savong Vatana, and as you can see, it has an actual temple on the front, and the numbers are actually the same as the actual French ones, so I reckon these are actually French printed. And as you can see, as it's a beautiful banknote, definitely French inspired. And on the bank we have the Wat Sop Monastery in Luang Prabang, which used to be the ancient capital. And all these notes have the watermark, its coat of arms. Beautiful, I like this banknote. One of my favourites. I'm pretty reluctant to sell any of these banknotes because they're just so gorgeous. So if you haven't actually got any of these, the 20 kip you can probably get for like $5, same as this 50 kip. And this one has a pagoda on the front, so sort of like a temple derived from Indian architecture. There's lots of native designs on the side, beautiful. And on the back we actually have, not too sure what monument that is, probably another Wat or another temple, and watermark is the same. And that's actually a beautiful banknote too, so you can probably get that for $5 to $10. So in 1974 they actually issued this 100, so it's actually smaller than the previous one they issued, so that was actually quite a nice banknote, but I would use that one for the first banknotes of Laos. And this one has another temple on the actual front, so, and the watermark is the same. Watermark's the same on all of these. So if you have a look at the king, you actually, it looks a bit different. So anyway, so this one has a Ho Pra Kyo temple in Vientiane, and if you look at the actual current banknotes actually issued in Laos now, they pretty much sort of copied these banknotes and put a temple on the front as well. And on the back we have an ox, so that's a similar one that was actually on the unissued 10 kip. So you can see there, this one's actually a lot better in color. So that is actually, I think this is one of my first banknotes. So this one's probably cost about probably $10, I reckon. Then we have the 200 kip. So this one was also introduced in 1963, and all these banknotes have two signature series. So this is the latest one. The earlier one is actually a lot harder to get in the uncirculated grade. And this one has the Pha Tat Van pagoda, and that's in Vientiane. Didn't I say that on another banknote? Oh well, anyway. So it's actually quite a nice banknote. So this has got 95 Hong Kong dollars on it. And yeah, you're probably paying about $10 to $20 for these. And here we have the Phong Pha Pheng waterfall. And yes, I'm butchering all these names because I don't speak Laos and I'm not too sure how to actually pronounce it. Have a look at all these features. So this one's probably a goddess in Buddhism. And this one's another one, and she's on elephants as well. And here we have looks like a monkey. So they're actually quite a nice banknote. And then we have the 500 kip. So this one was introduced in 1957. And this one has the former king Sisavong Fong and Ho Pa Kyo Temple. So this one's well circulated. It's a bit harder to actually get uncirculated ones of this because of the high value of the actual banknote. So it's about $5, so you're probably talking about $50 to $100 now, which is quite a lot of money for a poor country. And on the back, we have a temple in Luang Pagoda, in Vientiane. Sorry, getting confused with Luang Prabang in the city and Luang Pagoda in the capital city. And as you can see, it has two staple holes, so a lot of the early banknotes actually had staples in them. And unfortunate that this one actually does. So it's quite a nice one. Then they actually, in 1974, they actually replaced it with a newer banknote. So it's only circulated for about a year. And it's actually quite easy to get. Probably $10 in uncirculated. So, and this one you're probably talking about $10 in that grade. If you want uncirculated, you're probably talking about $100 to $200. So I reckon so far you can get these banknotes for probably at least $100. And this one has the Ong Tao Temple in Vientiane. But on the back we have the Ngam Ngung hydroelectric dam, and this is actually one of my favorite of the actual series. I think it was the second banknote I got after the 100. This is actually one of the banknotes got me into actually banknote collecting. This one here. And then we have the two highest banknotes first. So we have 1,000 kip and 5,000 kip. So the 1,000 kip was issued in 1963. And at the time it was worth about $10. And it has the Macmol Temple, or the Watermelon Temple in Luang Prabang. As you can see, it does look like a watermelon. Never really noticed that till now. A watermelon. Now I want to eat some watermelon. We have nice features on the side. And on the back, we have longboats. So it looks like they're actually racing like a dragon boat festival. Probably not a dragon boat festival. I think they were less influenced by Chinese culture. And it's more influenced by the actual culture of India. So there is actually a 1,000 kip from 1974, but I don't have that. It actually is not as good as this banknote, but anyway, it's actually quite nice. So the highest banknote they issued was the 5,000 kip in 1975. So it actually didn't circulate long, but I reckon a lot of these are actually kept by the actual Central Bank of Vientiane, of Laos, should I say, in Vientiane, and probably sold later. And that's why there's actually so many uncirculated ones on the market. So this one you'll probably be paying probably about $20 for. That's what I've seen them go for in the past. So we have another temple, a pagoda, should I say. And, pagoda is a structure you actually don't go in. It's just like a solid feature. And on the back we have some musicians with native Lao instruments. And that's actually quite a nice banknote. Highest valued. So 1975, the exchange rate was 20 Royal Lao equals 1 U Kip. Sorry, let me go again. 20 Royal Kip equals 1 U Kip. So 200, 2000. So 2000 is 100 Kip. So this is 250 Kip, and the highest banknote of the communist first series was the 500. So, and I believe in 1975 the exchange rate was 500 Kip equals 1 US dollar. So this will be equivalent to about 10 US dollars. So not bad, not bad, and a nice series. All up, how much would you actually be paying for these banknotes? Well, these series probably about $100-$150, I would say. But banknotes are actually not cheap. I wouldn't actually expect them to be cheap, especially for older series. But these ones are actually more affordable if you buy them over time. So if you buy them over a year, over 2 years, 3 years, you can actually get the whole set, and it won't actually bust the bank. Anyway, this is a little bit of a long video, but you know, from a banknote series, actually quite deserving of it. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video, and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you. Check out the links below, and goodbye.